Dr. Yasuhiro Toshiro from Japan.
Very nice to meet you.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
So, your paper is actually very interesting. It's an ambulance and medical cargo.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
we are waiting to hear from you.
Yeah.
And in our audience, we have all special guests and organizers and chairpersons. And so, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the international conference on fourth industrial revolution organized by the Bangladesh Engineers Institution, right? And there are all engineers from different disciplines. They are participating here, and all around the day, this conference is going on from the morning session. So, you will talk on the medical cargo zone. So, you can leave your time for 20 minutes or if you feel okay, or you can take time if you like to read your whole talk. So, thank you very much, Dr. Yasuhiro from Japan. Welcome to our session.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for introduction. And thank you very much. It's my great honor to be with you today. Thank you very much.
You can share your presentation.
Yeah. Maybe you can see.
Yes, we can see it.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, good afternoon to Bangladesh and good evening in Japan. So my name is Sashino, and I'm the head of the Humanitarian Technology Unit at the Disaster Management Research Institute at the Japanese Red Cross College of Nursing. At the same time, I'm working for the Japanese Red Cross Kumamoto Hospital. On behalf of the people in Japan, I'd like to say thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak in front of you. And thank you very much for the chairman for your great introduction. Thank you very much. And one of the staff member of the International Red Cross and Red Crescent movement, thank you very much for your continuous support and understanding of the International Red Cross and Red Crescent movement. Thank you very much. Today, I'll talk about the application of the advanced technology, advanced mobility in humanitarian services, such as hydrogen vehicle and medical cargo drone. So this is the Japanese Red Cross Kumamoto Hospital, which is located at the southern part of Japan. Our hospital is in 2001, our hospital is appointed as a hub hospital for the Japanese Red Cross Global Disaster Response. Since then, our hospital is available for the as a humanitarian technology hub hospital in the International Red Cross and Red Crescent movement. So what is the humanitarian technologies? Humanitarian technologies are technologies for saving lives, alleviating human suffering, and protecting human dignity. So in other words, humanitarian technologies are technology for achieving the Red Cross and Red Crescent and humanitarian purposes. This picture shows the field hospital deployed to the Philippines in 2013 after the Super Typhoon Haiyan. Japanese Red Cross has two whole sets of this field hospital unit, and one is stored in Singapore, and one is stored in our hospital. So by using these two whole sets of field hospital, Japanese Red Cross covers the whole world. A field hospital is often compared to the convergence in movable, mobile, off-grid infrastructures. The field hospital consists of water supply system, sanitation supply system, power supply system, and telecommunication system, and space and kitchen system. Based on these movable, mobile off-grid infrastructure, we can provide medical services in the disaster-affected areas where the infrastructure is damaged. For example, this picture shows the refugee center by using the field hospital equipment. In this earthquake, the gymnasium at the elementary school are damaged by the earthquake. We deployed our field hospital equipment to establish a refugee center by using our field hospital equipment. However, in 2011, there is a huge earthquake and tsunami struck in northern part of Japan. Maybe most of you know this. At that time, of course, our hospital deployed one whole set of a whole field hospital unit, but the disaster-affected areas are too wide and to cover only one field hospital unit. So after this tragic event, I proposed the smart design shelter concept. So in this concept, we use battery, a mobile shower unit, a sanitation kit, and mobile flush toilet. We use this movable mobile infrastructure as for the daily use of these mobile infrastructure in schools, public facilities like city offices and hospitals. And if disaster happens, we can move these mobile infrastructure to the disaster-affected areas. So this is the concept. So based on this concept, we deployed the lithium batteries from Japan to the Philippines. And unfortunately, Kumamoto, I'm from Kumamoto, Japan. Kumamoto is very, very beautiful place, but unfortunately, recently we had a severe earthquake disaster, and also we had experienced the severe flood disaster. So during disaster response, we utilize the lithium battery to supply electricity to the hospital and to the refugee centers. And we jointly developed a private company. We developed the mobile flush toilet. So this toilet functions without relying on the existing power supply and water supply and drainage. So once we flush the excreta, the water is biodegraded to CO2 and water, and then the dirty water is filtered and then cleaned, and clean water is recycled again to flush the toilet. To utilize this pump, we introduced a photovoltaic system with lithium battery. So just putting this toilet in the disaster-affected areas, we don't need the existing power supply system and water supply system and drainage. And this toilet is commercially launched in 2020. In addition to the smart design shelter, I also propose the ambulance pro concept, which is the integration service model of telemedicine and medical cargo drone. So in this concept, doctor at a referral hospital diagnoses the patient in the rural areas by using telemedicine system. And the doctor issues a prescription. And based on this prescription, medical cargo drone transports the prescribed medicine to the people in the rural areas. This is our ideas. When we utilize these humanitarian drone in disaster response, of course, we need public trust, and the drone is identified as a neutral and the humanitarian purposes to use. Otherwise, someone can attack during the conflict situation. So we need the digital respected identification, and also to provide sustainable services, we need community engagement. So now, together with private company and university in Nagasaki, we are starting the joint research on the daily use of medical cargo drone project in the islands of Goto areas. So now we are starting the medical cargo drone project together with private company and together with Nagasaki Nagasaki University Hospital. So now we are doing several innovation projects in our hospital. So in our innovation model, serendipity, unexpected events always plays a key role in networking. Today, just by chance, I met all of you here, and then this unexpected event may create the next innovation. That's why this kind of conference is very, very important, not only for you, but also for us, very important. So in 2013, we invented the evacuation support service by using mobile application to reserve transportation and accommodation in emergencies. And the specialist of mobility as a service recognizes our invention is the very, very advanced beyond mass mobility as a service. So one of the members of this mass meeting introduced our hospital to the Toyota. And this unexpected event created the next innovation, hydrogen ambulance. Last year, together with Toyota, we started the world first fuel cell electric vehicle project. This project is a 3-year project. The objective of this project is to confirm the effectiveness of fuel cell vehicle in the peacetime and in disaster response. During peacetime, we use this vehicle to provide sufficient electricity to improve our medical services, and in emergencies, we can supply electricity to the refugee centers and also even drone batteries. The benefit of fuel cell technology is silent not like generators, it's very silent, and the comfortable drive, and zero emission. Actually, this fuel cell vehicle produces no exhaust gas, just produces H2O. And the benefits of fuel cell technology is rapid charging time, and also this fuel cell can provide a power supply in emergencies. This picture shows a power supply system in the fuel cell technology. So the vehicle intake oxygen from the air and from the hydrogen tank by using hydrogen and oxygen. By using a chemical reaction, the electricity is generated in the FC stack, and the electricity is provided to battery and also the motor to operate the vehicle, and also the electricity goes to the external power supply system. And the vehicle has a real-time image and location sharing system. This medical fuel cell vehicle has two cameras, and one is installed in the cockpit to monitor the outside of the vehicle, and one of the rest of the camera is installed in the treatment room to monitor the patient's status. And by using this data sharing system, we can the condition of the patient can be shared with doctors at the different hospital. And the vehicle is remotely monitored by using a vehicle management application. We can monitor the amount of the hydrogen, and also we can monitor the real-time location of the vehicle, and we can monitor the external power supply. Last year, we did a field test to the imitated field hospital from the vehicle to the imitated field hospital, and we operated the medical equipment by providing electricity from the fuel cell vehicle. And by using the external power supply system, we inflated our tents. And last year, we did the field test of a real-time image location sharing system. As you can see, all of the pictures is shared between the vehicle to the hospital, and then the doctors in our hospital can monitor the real-time location of the vehicle and the inside of the treatment room, and also the outside of the vehicle. So in disaster response, it's always difficult to know our beneficiaries, people who need our support in disaster affected areas. So in our project, we use the vehicle management application which matches our medical fuel cell vehicle and refugee centers, hospitals which lost the power supply. And then we can monitor the real-time location of the vehicle in the medical fuel cell vehicle, and also this monitor shows the places, our destination to support, to provide the electricity. And as a pre-test of this fuel cell vehicle, we used the hybrid vehicle to supply the electricity to the medical cargo drone. In this way, hybrid vehicle with external power supply system charges the batteries of the medical cargo drones in the field. Of course, it's always difficult to transport the heavy generators to the disaster affected areas, but just using this vehicle, we can get the electricity at any time, at any place. So this is very useful tool. And by using the image sharing system between the fuel cell vehicle to the hospital, the image taken by drone can be shared between the drone and the fuel cell vehicle and to the hospital. This is very, very effective in disaster response. So by using hydrogen vehicle in disaster response, we can solve the challenges in humanitarian services. Maybe some of you experienced during the past disasters. So just outside of the refugee centers, there are a lot of relief vehicles, large buses, and then generating electricity while generating noises and also exhaust gases. But if we use fuel cell vehicle, we can reduce the stress to the disaster affected areas because it's very silent and it produces only H2O without producing noises and gases. So by using fuel cell vehicle, we can reduce the number of the carbon monoxide poisoning, which is very, very common in disaster situation. And also, we can contribute to the carbon neutral humanitarian services, which is very, very important for the humanitarian organization, including the Red Cross, to pay attention to the eco-friendly humanitarian services. This is very important for us. So by using fuel cell technology to disaster response, like fuel cell helicopter, fuel cell ambulance, fuel cell generators, we can realize the zero emission future field hospital. At the same time, by daily uses of the environmentally friendly mobile generators, like hydrogen, community bus, hydrogen truck, hydrogen helicopters, hydrogen medical cargo drone, hydrogen buses, we can, of course, solve the challenges, social challenges, environmental challenges in our society, but at the same time, we can build up a very resilient society because there are a lot of mobile generators can be used in emergencies. Of course, to cover the different parts of the world, multiple solutions are needed. So now we are trying to utilize the second-hand hybrid vehicle, which is relatively affordable. It produces relatively silent and limited exhaust gas, and we can provide sufficient electricity in emergencies. We are also doing this project. So for us, as a professional humanitarian organization, the priority should be the improvement of humanitarian services. But by using eco-friendly hydrogen ambulance, carbon neutral follows after the improvement of humanitarian services. So towards the eco-friendly decarbonization in humanitarian activities, the contribution to the carbon neutral can be followed by pursuing the better humanitarian services and co-creation of multiple environmentally friendly solutions in the suitable places. This is very important. Co-creation and learning with various stakeholders like universities and private and specialists like, especially specialists like you, and also the National Institute, universities, and these kind of unexpected serendipities always improves our humanitarian services. Thank you for your attention. And thank you very much again for inviting me to this precious, valuable conference. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay, so my very simple questions actually. Now I will invite the audience first of all. So from your next presentation, so there is some I can invite a few questions from the audience, and then I will talk about my questions. Okay. Yeah, please. Now how is it open for topic discussions and any query, any clarifications, any questions? If there is questions, few questions, so I can invite from you. Yeah, the question is actually from the audience. How does the drone can harm spraying the seeds and some other things in the rural area? And can you mention that how much of the distance it can travel and how much the drone can carry? Yeah, the drone can carry the how much weight that sample, right? And how long.
Okay, so 1.75 kilogram for the you. May I ask your question? Is the payload of the drone?
How you put that the capacity of the power, fuel cell, you use this as the drone powered by the hydrogen fuel cell. So do you have any other options to increase the energy or the fuel energy or energy power for the especially for the drone? Can you hear?
Yeah.
You know?
It's quite difficult it's difficult to hear you because you are using microphone. So could you kindly write it down? Yeah, maybe we can chat. We can use chat.
Very simple, the audience.
Okay. So this okay. The drone can travel flight 8 the drone can fly 80 kilometers. 80 kilometers.
Okay. It's a very long distance that a single power, the fuel cell, hydrogen cell that can travel the 80 kilometers for one district. Is enough, I think. And what is the recommendation, especially for Bangladesh? You know, this is the agricultural country, and we are working on the land using the food crop in every year. So what is your suggestion or recommendation, especially for Bangladesh, the rural country, for agricultural distribution of seeds, especially in the rural area? Any recommendations you have?
Yeah. So actually, I visited several times in Bangladesh, and I traveled to Matlab and for the to visit the ICDDRB in Matlab hospital. So during the time, I felt that using the telemedicine system is very, very effective to cover the very wide geographic areas. And actually, same thing can be applied to our rural areas in Japan. So I think the challenges found in Bangladesh can be found in Japan. So of course, we can show our example to the people in Bangladesh, but also we, people in Japan, need your suggestion. Maybe we can learn together. We can do the mutual learning. This is very important, not only for the people in Japan. Maybe we can learn from you a lot.
Is there any the daylight or the night, the dark? Limitations of your
Okay.
in the daylight or in the night time.
Can you listen to us? And check further.
You know, yes, I can hear you. So I'm.
Yeah, thank you. So one possibility, like you are doing humanitarian perspective. So there it will be very nice, and you visited previously. Like if you can do something for Bangladesh, especially disaster management. Like you have shown some drones, especially recently we had a flood. You may have heard it. So especially in those critical situations, Red Cross and corresponding Bangladesh agencies, if they can serve, if you can deploy something for our country, that will be very nice. If you have any comment for that point.
Yeah. Thank you, Doctor. So I think so. Maybe we can collaborate to test the new technology, which is proposed from Bangladesh. And we can collaborate. We can introduce our technology from Japan to Bangladesh. And by collaborating with each other, maybe we can create the different things. And this is what I want to do together with you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yes, you know. For your presentations and we have the audience and the organizers of this international conference. We are very happy to have you in our session for thank you. And we enjoyed your talk. Thank you very much. And all the audience also, our great respect to all the organizers for inviting us, especially for these sessions. And it's very highly appreciable, enjoyable and successful with the short time you have organized. This is a big conference. And so the country. It's a great success. Thank you very much.